So that then takes us to Pfizer, Mark.
Yes, here on this side of the pond, gentlemen, Pfizer is looking at a lot of cutbacks. Now, Albert Bourla, the CEO of Pfizer, recently spoke to Bloomberg Media to I believe it's a weekly Wall Street-oriented show, and he got the royal treatment with nary a question, not any questions at all about the side effects or downside of the COVID-19 vaccine. We saw that first headline there a second ago, that there's been major cutbacks in Michigan, not far from me in Kalamazoo. Reading a little bit of this to get the basic facts, Pfizer's plunging COVID-19 product demand, get that, has spurred a company-wide cost-cutting campaign with nearly 200 jobs now on the chopping block just in Michigan alone. The New York drug giant is cutting roughly 200 positions at its Kalamazoo, Michigan site following a review of demand for its COVID-19 vaccine, Comirnaty, and antiviral Paxlovid, which is advertised all over the television all the time. A spokesperson recently said Pfizer blamed the job cuts on, quote, lower than expected utilization for COVID-19 products, end quote. Interesting. The company does not take these changes lightly, Pfizer's saying. All decisions that impact people, processes, and initiatives will be made with transparency, compassion, and respect. Pfizer is also saying, we also remain committed to our patients and will continue to produce the COVID-19 vaccine to meet demand. Going on from there, the move comes after the big pharma giant unveiled a COVID cost-cutting campaign designed to achieve $3.5 billion, in savings by the end of 24. Earlier this month, Pfizer slashed its 2023 revenue projection by $9 million, which the company blamed on a $7 billion increase in its projection for sales of oral antiviral Paxlovid, plus a $2 billion cut for its BioNTech partnered COVID vaccine. Meanwhile, Pfizer recently confirmed plans, get this, to shutter its Peapack, New Jersey facility. So we have another shuttering going on in New Jersey, not just Michigan, and that's supposed to happen early 2024. Of the roughly 791 job positions affected, the vast majority of workers supposedly will be reassigned to Pfizer's New York HQ. The latest move in Kalamazoo comes after Pfizer threw down $750 million to upgrade that very same plant just recently in 2022. We got a little bit more to go to get the full picture of this. Following prior rounds of cuts in Illinois and Colorado, so not just New Jersey and Michigan, Illinois and Colorado, Pfizer is downsizing in New Jersey according to a worker adjustment and retraining notification. The cuts in New Jersey are expected to go into effect early next year. During the transition period, the company does not have final figures on job losses. Earlier this month, Pfizer said it launched an enterprise-wide cost realignment program after slashing its 2023 revenue projections by $9 billion, et cetera. And we'll keep moving from there. This is just something from last week as a reminder. Updated COVID-19 shots are coming. They're part of a trio of vaccines to block fall viruses. So there is still going to be some demand. This is from Associated Press. And this is the last thing from Reuters. I won't read this whole thing, but suffice to say that Pfizer slashed its forecast for sales of its anti-COVID treatment Paxlovid by about $7 billion, including a non-cash $4.2 billion revenue reversal. And as it agreed to allow the return, get this, allow the return of 7.9 million doses of Paxlovid purchased by the U.S. government. It had previously expected Paxlovid revenue of about $8 billion. The company also cut full-year revenue expectations for the COVID-19 vaccine it shares with its German partner BioNTech by about $2 billion due to lower than expected vaccination rates. And when Albert Bourla appeared on the Bloomberg program, they tried to make it out like the vaccinations so far have been so effective and have done so well that that's why demand is dropping off. There was no discussion whatsoever as to whether it's simply unpopularity. In other words, more people catching on that myocarditis and other ill effects have been the results of these mRNA injections. And Mr. Bourla also added, this is notable, that they're going to come out with a mRNA flu vaccine using that same mRNA technology, and also a combination regular flu and COVID vaccine, also mRNA. And they're trying to reshuffle things at Pfizer, shooting for up to 30 billion in profits by 2030. So there's a lot of reorientation going on, even though some plants are being shuttered. So there's much more to report in the near future, gentlemen, but it's interesting the way things are shuffling around and reshaping.
Okay.